Hello everyone, we are at Maulana Azad Medical College and we have Arnav Singh with us. So hi Arnav, what was your NEET All India rank?
I got AIR-793.
Oh my god. So how was your NEET preparation strategy like?
So I was really focused in my preparation throughout. Like I didn't use much of the reference books which many people use. So in biology I stuck only to NCERT and the Allen modules which I had. And in physics also I just focused on the repetition of the modules rather than going for many different sources. Even in chemistry I would say just go for NCERT in inorganic. Inorganic though there is no question that comes out of NCERT. And right now what matters that is in physics and chemistry particularly, the question is not about which are the tough questions that are going to come in NEET, but it depends on the accuracy that you have. Many of us all, like most of my batchmates also, they knew the entire NEET paper, but at that moment there is just a slight doubt in judgment, because of which +5 or -5 mark happens in one or two questions. So that is why that just creates the difference right now. On one rank, like on one question, there are like 100 to 200 students, and this is in NEET 2023, which would increase in NEET 2024, obviously.
Oh my god, don't scare the students.
So I would say focus on accuracy more rather than solving JEE questions for physics and chemistry. If you get the tough questions of JEE, you'll get the NEET questions more easily. That does not happen. You should focus more on the NEET questions, so that even in your sleep, if someone asks you like do 25 questions in this much time, you can do that with accuracy.
Okay. Please don't have this FOMO of, missing out the tough questions. Focus on the easy ones.
Focus on the ones that do generally come in NEET.
And how do we do that?
So you can focus on the, like, I depended mostly on the NEET, on the Allen modules that I had. But you can also go for one or two physics like DC Gupta, and I forgot the names, but yeah, just be focused. Like purchase one book, one good book, and just keep on doing those questions like 2 times or 3 times, and so that for each chapter you have done around 500 to 600 questions. So when you do that, your chapter would be mastered completely, and you'll be able to do questions at a very fast pace.
For how much duration of time did you prepare for NEET?
So I started from 11th, I mean September of class 11th till the end of class 12th, and I gave NEET.
And how many months would that be?
That'd be around 14 months, 15 months. Like
15 months, and you got All India rank 700 something.
Yeah. I mean, before that I was in, my stream was PCM, so I didn't have biology back then. So I was in the JEE batch. So after that I switched to around in September only. After the NEET 2021, I guess, I switched to PCB. So I had a good backup of physics and chemistry from the previous JEE batch. So my physics and chemistry were stronger than the other NEET students. And biology, yeah, you can say that I got 14-15 months.
Why did you shift from PCM to PCB?
Initially I thought that I can do maths, and I was able to do maths, but then my maths was not that good that I would get like one of the top ranks, so I was not satisfied with that. So I thought, let's just do biology, and biology you can get a much higher rank.
Because you couldn't do maths, you thought let's do biology. So what was your strategy for the last 3-4 months?
So last 3-4 months are crucial, because in those moments there is a tendency to slip, because there is a slight burnout as well, because like in the Diwali break I may have stopped studying a little bit, and even when the course was finished. So 14 days or 7 days that happens, but don't worry about that. But just keep on continuing your entire preparation, even during the boards. Even during the boards, you should not focus on the boards that much, because if you focus on NEET, you'll obviously and easily get a good marks in boards as well. Because bio you have read from NCERT, and they just give NCERT. And if you're worried about that, how will I write theory, I've been attempting MCQs, so yeah, you'll get that. There's no worry about that. English, I would say, okay, maybe just do their preparation a week before, and in physical education as well. But those are very chill subjects as well. So don't worry about that. Just keep on studying consistently. Even if you feel like that today I can't study for these many hours, study for a reduced amount of hours, but do study. I mean, the streak should not break, that for 3-4 days you continuously did not study, and then for 2 days you studied for like 13-14 hours. That does not make sense. Just be regular in studying, keep on revising from the notes which you have made.
So if you do not have notes, let us suppose you do not have notes, then what would you do? And NCERT, you're saying that yes, NCERT we should study, but when someone looks at NCERT, that is also, you know, different to mug up, because every line is important and everything, every small detail that is mentioned is important. So you can't just, you know, learn the entire book, even though actually you should be doing that. But if in case you have not made your notes, then what would you recommend to students?
So I would say that when you're reading NCERT, read it very calmly and try making as many questions as you can out of the lines of NCERT. And like 2-3 books are oriented just for NCERT. They have questions that are specifically made only from NCERT, from each paragraph, from each every line. If you do those questions 2-3 times, then in a way you have read NCERT 2-3 times and you'll be remembering a lot. So just saying ki just mug up the entire NCERT sounds vague, but if you do it structurally, like this paragraph of this chapter, say you just do 2 pages of the chapter, and then immediately after that you just do its questions related to that from the lines of NCERT. So that will be a good revision as well, and you'll be remembering a lot of this stuff.
If in case someone wants to prepare his notes, then how should he or she go about that? What should be the method of preparing notes?
So bio mein to I won't recommend any notes, because you have to remember the whole stuff. You can't skip any chapter, you can't skip any section, because they tend to be inclusive. And so bio mein to I personally didn't make any notes. In physics, I would say that just write all the formulae and important lines that the teacher tells you that this is a question which people mistaken often. So in physics, I would say just make a formula sheet of all the chapters and all the stuff, so that you have a quick summary. If you have an exam tomorrow or day after tomorrow, you can just go through the physics chapters that are coming, just the formula, and your whole chapter will be summarized. And in chemistry, I'd say inorganic is just like biology, so no need to make any notes. And you can make some of the notes, like some of the tables and charts and some of the orders, which you can make in the notes for just a quick revision. Organic mein, again, I would say I wouldn't say any notes are required, because that is again from NCERT, and once you do those, but some students could do that. Some students used to do that. They used to make a separate reactions book. So they had a small diary, and in that diary they just wrote all the reactions of the book. I myself also did that. I didn't use it much, but I did that, and I think it may have been helpful. Yeah, that is good, because after that you can just like remember that this reaction has come up in this chapter. That same reaction is being repeated in the 3rd chapter or 4th chapter. That would help you there as well.
So that is what we call as photo memory.
Huh.
You belong to the time when classes were being held online, right? Which coaching did you enroll in?
Alan.
Yeah. So you mentioned that you were not going to the actual center, but you were studying from home, right? Like, what is the difference between studying in a classroom and studying at home? But you know, you are getting the live lectures, but you are sitting at home. How much of a difference does that make?
I would say it makes quite a difference, because many people felt like isolated and lonely, and many of the students during this time just stopped studying. They just opened their laptops and just attended the class, but weren't focusing because the teacher was not there, and the teacher wasn't just scolding them or whatever. I mean, the teacher wasn't there, so obviously there is a certain thing that nobody is seeing me. So even if I don't study, it doesn't make any difference, because I won't be caught or something.
So teacher ki maar does make a difference.
Presence.
Teacher ki presence and teacher ka dar does make a difference. Okay, college में आए हुए कितना time?
अच्छा, college में आए हुए 3 months. Yeah.
अच्छा, तो 3 months into mamc, how do you like the college?
Yeah, mamc is a very good college, and the campus is very green and lush, and there are a lot of societies. So whatever your talents are, you can use them here. And like, we have a fest going on right now, so there are many events, and like whatever you can imagine, there exists. Like, if you are interested in making memes, there's a meme competition as well. Everything is there. What you just think and it'll be there. So all your talents, and there's Antakshari also for those people who just binge on Spotify continuously. So you can just show that talent as well.
Okay. And you mentioned about the greenery in the college, but how's the Haryali?
How's the Haryali? Like,
Kya?
Haryali as in?
Haryali as in Haryali? How's the Haryali?
Very great, very beautiful Haryali. Very nice ratio of Haryali. There is a 3:2 ratio of Haryali. Of trees to grasses.
3 is to 2 ratio, as in for 3 girls there are 2 boys.
Okay, that does not happen. It's 3 boys and 2 girls.
3 boys and 2 girls.
Yeah.
Okay, but that is a pretty good ratio as you compare it to engineering
Yeah,
colleges. And you have any hopes on the beauty of the college?
I don't have any hopes. I'm focusing on studying right now.
As you should.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so it was really nice talking to you, and thank you for telling the students about how they should be preparing for NEET and how is mamc. So thank you, and I hope the students would get to clear their doubts and learn from this what mistakes they are doing and what they should be doing the other way.